Hello and welcome our blood viewers to War to the News English edition. We begin with the major and top highlights. President Gelle officially nominated as his party's candidate for the Djiboutian presidential election in April 2026. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our blood viewers. A massive crowd took part in the Extraordinary Congress at the People's Rally for Progress, RPP, at the People's Palace this morning. Thousands of citizens and party supporters filled the Palace Esplanade to affirm their absolute support and loyalty to His Excellency President Ismail Omar Guelleh. Supporters came from neighborhoods across the capital and from regions nationwide in a festive atmosphere of enthusiasm and belonging, waving banners and chanting slogans calling of the president to stand for a sixth term. Speakers and attendees praised the major achievements of President Guelleh's tenure, highlighting his central role in consolidating political stability, advancing the economy, and implementing comprehensive social and development reforms. Citizens expressed a shared aspiration to continue the course of nation building and development under the president's leadership, commending his wisdom and steady stewardship. the President, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, was warmly received upon arrival at the People's Palace, together with the First Lady, Mrs. Khadra Mahmoud Haid, who is also President of the National Union of Djiboutian Women. Their arrival provoked enthusiastic applause and celebrations from the gathered public. The crowd's turnout underscored the party's internal unity and its mobilization capacity and served as a clear demonstration of strong popular support and confidence in the President. Popular songs, folk dances, and traditional performances greeted their entry.
مولايا مبدئي سويه مدنوح وتري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري ومدومي دودو ميزان عدالة أبو ما مولايا مبدئي سويه مدنوح وتري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري
اسمع قشام ورقيد ماشا لأنه قلق بحو مبدئي سويه مضنوح وتري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري
كمرق فوري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري
اسمع قشام ورقيد ماشا لأنه قلق بحو مبدئي سويه مضنوح وتري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري
كمرق فوري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري
مضنوح وتري تاريخ ذاك مرق فوري
رقيت بطابة قري اسقط كيلي حرنمو كلا بقى هلكي وديلي سيرينا وتورن ترو هذا كنت توصلو وحد كنت الماما تاي وقبت كتابة قري
Aimed warm applause, the head of the state and First Lady entered the ceremonial area in a celebratory atmosphere that marked a significant moment. The crowds voiced for their support and loyalty to President Guelleh, and the First Lady's presence was hailed as a symbol of women's participation in national development. The reception reflected popular appreciation for the President's sustained efforts towards national development. The head of state entered the area in a celebratory atmosphere that marked a significant moment. The crowds voiced their support and loyalty to President Guelleh. The First Lady's presence was hailed as a symbol of women's participation in national development and sustained efforts towards the development of our nation.
ما تسندين قدقة السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
The president was also welcomed inside the venue where a large crowd surged to greet him. The arrival was accompanied by popular and folkloric songs and dances, underscoring a living expression of loyalty and national belonging. The event organizers described the moment as more than a political gathering, a national occasion that brought generations and diverse groups together around a single objective: renewal of commitment and progress and development.
عاد حشيو دمتاد مغتين إلا ديلي ذي ديمان كو ديمان إحنا كو حيلان دورنا كو قادر لدينا كو تري نما هيرا ديف ومدويان ولي دي حاي ولي دي حاي ولي دي حاي ولي دي حاي عدوينكي شالي أتكدا حشيو دمتاد مغتين إلا ديري ذي ديمان كو ديمان نحنا كو حيران دورنا كو قادر لدينا كو تري كما هيرا ديف ومدويا ذو ولي دي حاي ولي دي حاي ولي دي حاي ودرارتو كسبيراني أبن حيو دودو ماري ودرارتو كسبافو ودرارتو كسبيراني أبن حيو دودو ماري
Wale, 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 دافو
ودرارتو كسديراني أبن حيود دماري
ودرارتو مش دافو
ودرارتو كسديراني أبن حيود دماري
دراغيار
هابي هابي
ودرارتو
هابي هابي
دراغيار
هابي هابي
ودرارتو
هابي 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 نكونارن هابي بشمارن هابي نكونارن هابي بشمارن
دراغيار
هابي هابي
ودرارتو
هابي هابي
دراغيار
هابي هابي
ودرارتو
هابي 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 دانكولورن هابي بشمارن هابي دانكولورن هابي بشمارن
Performances by various artists enlivened the occasions with traditional songs and dances. The national anthem and the RPP party anthem were played, reinforcing the ceremonial and party-oriented atmosphere of the event.
حزب الاربيبي دائما في صدارة نقي وفي رافع شعارة قد نسمع أنت يا الزعيم حكيم رأيه ودايم بصير رفع علمنا فوق السحابي وفعله تشهد في كل بابي
يا ربي خليه يا ربي خليه يا ربي احفظ رئيسنا وبلادنا يا ربي خليه يا ربي خليه يا ربي احفظ رئيسنا وبلادنا
رسول الله يمكن الحمد لله
استنانو ودي ولود اتنانو مسكتني رسول الله انت متى الحمد لله انت هي ضيق اللقين قدا أطلع مرئ ونبا نميرك واسماريو نميرك واسماريو
In the party addresses, the president of the UDG party praised recent gains in national stability and pledged political cooperation to support further social progress. Let's listen to her.
Au nom de l'Union pour la démocratie et la justice, je mesure pleinement l'honneur que représente cette intervention. Ici, au cœur d'un congrès qui s'inscrit comme une étape singulière dans l'histoire politique de notre nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, addressing you today is not a mere formality. I am deeply honored and privileged by this privilege. It is a moment when words intervene with memory and our collective destiny. On behalf of the Union for Democracy and Justice, I am deeply honored by this address here at the heart of a Congress that marks a unique milestone in the political history of our nation. Allow me first to respectfully acknowledge the historic role of the People's Rally for Progress, the founding party of our republic. It was within this party that Djiboutian democracy began. It was here, in this founding party, that many of us took our first steps in politics. The RPP has shaped generations of men and women dedicated to our country and its values. It was the cradle of nation consciousness, the school of the republic, the place where the meaning of duty, service, and unity is learned. These values still form the bedrock of our stability today. In a region where balances are often fragile, we must collectively recognize that Djiboutian stability is not the result of chance. It is the outcome of vision, commitment, and political rigor. You, Mr. President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, embody these values through your steadfastness and sense of duty. You have preserved what is essential, the unity and peace of our nation. This stability is not merely an inheritance, it is the living foundation upon which our Djibouti is built each day, confident and resolute in pursuing its destiny. Mr. President, you represent the pivotal force around which this unity, this stability, and is built. I do not wish to be content with mere words. The time to empty rhetoric is over. Now it is the time to clarify the issues. At the UDG, we firmly believe that dialogue is not a concession, but a Republican imperative. Our differences must never be divisions, but source of mutual enrichment. Faced with common challenges, there are no partisan solutions, and only assured national responsibility. The maturity of our political life lies in this capacity to engage in dialogue, to respect one another, and to build together. From the depths of my conscience, I share with you a common goal to ensure the triumph of our country to be heard. We must be consistent. The people of Djibouti tell us this. They ask for it. They choose you, not out of habit, but out of conviction and commitment. Mr. President, we love Djibouti and you love it even more than we do. Your devotion to our nation is expressed through your achievement, your unwavering commitment, your vision that guides our steps, and the quiet strength with which you inspire and protect our country. Today we entrust it to you again with confidence. Yes, we have confidence in your leadership, Mr. President Ismail Omar Guelleh, guarantors of our stability, architect of our peace.
For her part, the president of the PSD authority framed its remarks around social justice and inclusive economic policy. She said that it would press for expanded social protection, especially for informal workers and single-parent families, and recommended reforms at the health financing model to reduce out-of-pocket costs. The PSD party's president pledged cooperative engagement with other parties to draft legislation, rural development, and women's economic empowerment. She concluded by calling for a national consultative framework to ensure the policy commitments translate into concrete results at the community level. The UPR party stressed that unity and continuity are essential to deepening recent achievement sets. Let's listen.
Avec une immense fierté et une profonde gratitude que je m'adresse à vous aujourd'hui, en ce 46e anniversaire du Rassemblement populaire pour le progrès. Permettez-moi tout d'abord, Monsieur le Président de la République, de vous témoigner ma reconnaissance pour votre politique de neutralité positive en Afrique et dans le monde.
Dear compatriots, distinguished guests, loyal supporters of the RPP, it is with immense pride and profound gratitude that I address you today on this 46th anniversary of the Popular Rally for Progress. Allow me first of all, Mr. President of the Republic, to express my appreciation for your policy of positive neutrality in Africa and the world, which makes Djibouti a respected player and a model of stability in our region. I also wish to commend your decision role in the elections of our brilliant Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mohamed Ali Yusuf, to the presidency of the African Union Commission. To him, I extend my warmest congratulations for having met these challenges with distinction. We wish him every success in this new role and assure him of our unwavering support, responsibility, complementarity, creativity. Mr. President, under your visionary leadership, our country has risen to the top of Africa as an ascent that inspires pride in our young republic and opens promising prospects for our continental future. This success is a beacon of hope, especially for our young professionals who proudly represent Djibouti in African institutions. On this historic day, we celebrate not only 46 years of commitment from the People Rally for Progress, but also the advances that have shaped a modern, resilient, and bold Djibouti, a Djibouti that, under the leadership of His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, stands as a beacon of stability in a region seeking balances. Dear compatriots, allow me to highlight some of the achievements that demonstrate this collective ambition. First, infrastructure geared towards the future. Our 5 ports, symbol of our economic dynamism, have made Djibouti a strategic crossroad linking Africa to the world. The modernization of the international airport reinforces our position as a regional hub, facilitating trade and connectivity. Furthermore, education and health are the foundations of our human development. The University of Djibouti and the Faculty of Medicine train the leaders of tomorrow, encouraging excellence in our nation. Regional hospitals, by expanding access to care, save lives and reduce disparities, even in the most remote corners of our country. Finally, social justice and inclusion are paramount. The promotion of women's rights, established as a national priority, is a victory for our society. Mr. President, in light of this achievement and the challenges that lie ahead, we ask you to continue to guide us with the wisdom and boldness that have made our country a model.
Si la gouvernance au service de tous, elle est notre rempart contre les divisions et notre force pour bâtir l'avenir.
C'est pour moi.
The Secretary General of FRUD reaffirmed the party's commitment to reconciliation, social peace, and inclusive development. The movement highlighted the need to broaden access to land registration, improve water and sanitation, infrastructure in rural areas, and support community-driven development projects. In a statement read by the Secretary General, FRUD expressed support for measures that increase regional representation in national policy making and asked for dedicated budget lines for cultural and economic initiatives in formerly marginalized areas. FRUD underlined that sustainable peace requires sustained investment in livelihoods and genuine dialogue. The PND party also urged equal opportunities for youth and education and employment. They said that the education and employment and public services, the party called for expanded bilingual schooling, scholarships targeted at unrepresented districts, and recommend drivers to increase the teachers and civil servants. A youth representative called for access to internships and skill programs, saying that young people will help build the economy if ever given the chance. The Secretary General of the RPP, Mr. Ilyas Moussa Dawale, emphasized that national stability remains the cornerstone of Djibouti's progress. He called on party members to maintain unity of purpose and to accelerate reforms aimed at improving citizens' daily lives. He underlined the president's long-term vision for a fair, inclusive, and prosperous nation where economic and growth benefits every region and every family. He reaffirmed that the RPP stands as a party of action and development, committed to consolidating gains in education, healthcare, and employment. He reminded participants that political commitment must translate into tangible results for communities, especially for youth and women, who represent the driving force of the national renewal. The Prime Minister announced plans to exceed essential services and strengthen social protection for vulnerable families. Let's listen to him.
Chers camarades, une nouvelle échéance électorale s'annonce à l'horizon. Mais pour nous, camarades, ce n'est pas une élection de plus. Ce n'est pas seulement un homme qui se présente au peuple.
As you know, peace has been consolidated, national cohesion is strengthened, and the unity of the Djiboutian people preserved in the face of regional turmoil. Djibouti has developed national and international maturity. It has become a respected and influential nation on the international stage, a nation that has propelled and shone brightly at the summit of the African continent. Djibouti has been transformed into an essential strategic crossroads open to the world and looking toward the future. Yes, thanks to unwavering visions and determination, Djibouti stands tall, stable, and proud in an often turbulent environment. Djibouti shines, Djibouti moves forward, Djibouti inspires, a new election is on the horizon. But for us, comrades, this is not just another election. It is not only simply a man presenting himself to the people. The people are calling on you. The people demand your presence, your foresight, your experience, your loyalty to the Republic. These people who know you, these people who trust you, humbly but insistently ask you to answer their call. They ask you, let us continue the march, Comrade President, let us continue to preserve peace, let us continue to consolidate progress, let us continue to prepare for the future. In stability and national pride, you have transformed trials into victories and fragility into strength. It is under your leadership that Djibouti will continue its march toward modernity and prosperity. It is with you that we will transform achievement into result, promises into accomplishment, and dreams into realities. Djibouti believes in you. Djibouti is counting on you. Djibouti marches with you, for in you the people see not only a head of state, they see a guide, a father, a symbol, the symbol of a nation that moves forward, that builds, that believes, that hopes. They are not calling on you to another term. They are calling on you for another hope, a hope in the service of stability, a hope dedicated to success, a hope dedicated to the nation, a hope to place Djibouti on the pace to the future. That's why in this place, stepped in history, where the head of the people rally for progress beats, we declare one voice, Comrade EOJ. We solemnly nominate you as the official candidate of the People Rally for Progress party for the next presidential election. Yes, comrade, let us rise, stand up to affirm our unity, our loyalty, and our faith in the future, and in our comrade president, stand up for our youth and their future, stand up for peace and stability, stand up for the continuations of EOJ's work.
Déclarons d'une seule voix, camarades EOJ. Nous vous investissons solennellement comme candidat officiel du parti Rassemblement pour le Progrès à la prochaine élection présidentielle. Oui, camarades, lèvez-nous, debout pour affirmer notre unité, notre fidélité, notre foi à l'avenir autour de notre camarade président. Debout pour notre jeunesse et son avenir. Debout pour la stabilité et la paix. Debout pour continuer l'œuvre IOG. Merci camarades. Merci camarades. Vive le président IOG. Vive le RPP. Vive la République de Djibouti forte, unie et souveraine.
The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, framed the mandate as a sacred duty to the nation rather than a personal honor, and called on citizens to unite beyond differences for shared progress. Let's listen to His Excellency.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ما أنت ومالين قارة ومالين تاريخ دقاليسا ومالين دتك
Today is an unforgettable day, one of those days etched in the memory of our people in stone and in their hearts, unforgettable for all of us, for the popular rally for progress, for the presidential movement, and for the Union for Democracy and Justice. I greet you from the depths of my soul, you who have come draped in favor, loyalty, and hope. The Fruit and RPP companions on a long journey share a political fraternity born of patience and strengthened by fidelity. Together, we have learned to build, to dialogue, to repair, and to move forward. This bond is not only political, it is historic. I have heard your call. I have listened to your voices, your songs, and your prayers, and your silences as well. The people of Djibouti have spoken not out of calculation, but from the bottom of their heart, with the sincerity that only trust inspires. To all of you, I say, I will not back down. I will assume the responsibilities you place on me, because Djibouti is deeply ingrained in my thoughts, in my nights, and my prayers. I carry this country as a mission, and my mission is to make it better, more just, more united, more dignified. Djibouti is a small country, certainly, but with a big of a sprite that no map can contain. It is a living, vibrant country that wants to move forward at its own pace without denying its essence or copying the steps of others. A country that wants to exist in the world without dissolving into it. We want to participate in the evolutions of the planet, but with our own voice, our own perspective, and our own face. We want to contribute, yes, but without losing our humanity, without betraying our values. And in difficult time, let us remember what our independence has taught us: resilience, the patience of dark days, faith in the unseen, tolerance as a bulwark against division. For ultimately only God knows what is ordained for us. Our duty is to act, to hope, to work, and to move forward together as one people, united in the same light. I want to salute here the youth, these students, these entrepreneurs, these healthcare workers, these creators who each day give back to the nations what they have received from it. Often our resources have been modest, but our will has never wavered. Each year, despite the constraint, we have added a step, an effort, an outstretched hand. And thanks to this perseverance, our young people succeed, innovate, and become the face of a triumphant Djibouti. They are our lifeblood, the silent builders of tomorrow, and through them I see the dawn of what I would call to promise of a new era, that of a nation standing on its roots and reaching toward its future. Some once sought to condemn us to oblivion. They said this country is too small, it will not survive. They claimed that Djibouti was a dead-end idea, but God alone decides the fate of nations. We held firm, with faith, with courage, with love. We refused to succumb but to fate, and today the world knows that Djibouti is not a speck of dust in the wind. It is a star in the firmament of Africa. Around us crisis erupted, the winds of disorder blow. But we stayed the course. We held the helm where so many others let go. We watched over what it is most sacred, peace and security. These two words, simple in appearance, contain all the dignity of a people. Without them, there are no school, no jobs, no futures. Thanks to them, Djibouti moves forward, standing tall, respected, invited. The task you entrust to me today is immense, and I accept it is with humility. It will not be easy, for nothing is ever guaranteed, but I believe it is possible if we work together in unison. Being right alone is useless. Running is pointless if we don't march in step. Our future depends on our ability to stand together, to combine our efforts, to look in the same direction. There is still a long way to go, yes. A campaign is beginning. Challenges lie ahead. Voices will be raised. but we will face them in peace with the quiet confidence of those who know where they come from and what they carry within them, face in their country, face in.
Let's now listen to the second part of His Excellency's historical speech.
jaalayaasha xisbiga mas'uuliintooda la janqaadaya.
Today, I address you with a message of clarity, responsibility, and unity. Our country needs all its strength, all its children, without exception. It needs every citizen driven by love of country, by the will to serve, by the faith in the collective destiny we are building together. To you, political leaders, officials, and activists, I say this: the country needs you. It needs your commitment, your ability to bring people together, your raise awareness to unite them around the ideals that underpin our national cohesion, peace, solidarity, justice, and development. But let this be clear to all: we have no place among us for those who sow discord, for those who prefer to divide rather than unite, to criticize rather than build. We will avoid those who create problems, those who spread malicious rhetoric, those who turn hearts away from the common good. On the other hand, we will welcome with open arms those who safeguard the higher interests of the nation, those who cherish peace, respect the law, and work tirelessly for the good of the people. It is with them and for them that we will undertake the weighty tasks that fall to us today, those of pursuing development, consolidating stability, and passing on the future generations a stronger and more just country. I humbly and gratefully accept the mission you entrust to me today. I receive it not as a personal honor, but as a sacred duty, a commitment to all of you and to God. I am proud of the youth of our country, these young people who rise up, who organize, who innovate, and who give back to their homeland what it has given them. Through their energy, their education, and their creativity, they embody the best of Djibouti. These young people are lifeblood in healthcare, entrepreneurship, education, culture, and technology. They demonstrate daily their faith in this country. They are the ones who build the Djibouti of tomorrow, and it is among them that we must seek our support, our ideas, our hope. But allow me to reiterate a fundamental trust. A nation cannot be built on division. We must forever banish from our hearts and our actions the destructive poison of tribalism. It is morally, religiously, and civically forbidden to ask a fellow citizen what tribe they belong to. Those who identify as Muslim, those who share our citizenship, should not be judged by their origin. We are all equal before God, and we must be equal before the Republic. Citizenship is the foundation of any nation. Without it, there is no justice, no development, no future. To be a citizen is to love one's country more than oneself. It is to feel responsible for our shared destiny. So let us join forces. Let us reject what divides us and embrace what unites us. Let us work hand in hand in the spirit of fraternity, tolerance, and faith. May God bless our country. May He guide us in our decisions. May He grant us the peace, wisdom, and perseverance necessary to make Djibouti as ever a stronger, more just, and more prosperous nation. Together, let us walk the pace of development and dignity, for beyond parties and differences we are but one people, under one sky, united by one faith in our shared future. I ask each of you to reach out to those who have less than you, to look around you with compassion, and to act from the heart, giving not only as a citizen, but above all as a human being, is the foundation of any just and fraternal society. For our strength lies not only in our institutions or our infrastructure, but in the living solidarity that unites our people. We know where we stand. We know the times we live in, and above all, we know what we want for our country. Of course, it is clear to move forward together in peace and dignity towards equitable development, where no one is left behind. And because today's world is interdependent, we call upon the international community to stand with us, not to decide for us, but to support us in realizing our ambition. We ask them to respect our tradition and our choice while supporting our effort towards modernization and shared growth. Together, let us make solidarity the backbone of our development and the compass guiding our pace toward the future.
This morning, mirroring the turnout of every other citizen, the Union of Djiboutian Fishermen declared its steadfast support for His Excellency the President, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, during the RPP Extraordinary Congress in the People's Palace. Fishermen participated wearing the party's green colors in an expression of loyalty and national belonging, pledging to contribute to sustainable development of the fisher sectors. The Union's President and Vice President underlined the need to continue government policies that have produced positive outcomes for fishermen and emphasized sound stewardship of marine resources. They described the mobilization as a collective will to preserve achievements and strengthen national unity. Under the President's leadership, the fishermen affirmed their commitment to supporting development efforts and to ensuring the sustainability of progress in their sector for a prosperous future. On Saturday, 8th of November, the capital staged a remarkable scene as its streets became a grand celebratory avenue during a massive taxi motorcade in support of President Ismail Omar Guelleh. Hundreds of taxis departed from around the airport and converged on the Outlet Square in the Ras Dika municipality in a solemn demonstration of national unity. Vehicles were decorated with national flags, portraits of the president and loyalty slogans, while patriotic songs echoed across the city. The procession ended at Outlet Square with participants gathering in an atmosphere of pride and belonging, reaffirming renewed support for the president and pride in his achievements.
Disons haut et fort.
Well, about this, our blood viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Thank you.